All right, so have you ever had a for sale by owner or an expired that you set an appointment with, and then when it was time for the appointment, they kind of disappear? Well, this is me following up with one of those. This is the same guy on my very first video that I posted on my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy. Please subscribe, comment, like, share. Talk to you later. All right, so I set an appointment on one of my YouTube videos with a guy named Scott, and he ended up just dogging me, didn't show up, wouldn't return my calls, and so I'm going to try him again. I think he's just, you know, with the divorce and stuff that he described on the video, it was the guy on one of my first videos. It's got the red, kind of the red, you know, thumbnail to it. The very first video I posted on my YouTube page. Anyway, so this is the same guy. He hasn't listed, he hasn't sold according to the MLS. And so I'm gonna check and see what his deal is. I think he just, you know, he's going through a divorce, having some hardship, and so we're just gonna check in with him. See if we can reschedule with him.
Hello, this is Scott.
Hey Scott, hey, this is Alma with Century 21. How are you?
Not too bad.
Good. Hey, I was just calling you. I chatted with you a while ago about your house for sale there in Highland.
Uh-huh.
Are you still selling that?
I am, yeah.
Are you? Okay. And you're still selling that for sale by owner, is that right?
No, I'm selling it right now, so.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of using their marketing services, essentially?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, cool. How's it been for you? Have you had any hits or offers on it?
Yeah, I've had quite a few walkthroughs. I had one couple last week said they were going to make an offer, but I haven't seen it come through, but I've gotten quite a bit of interest through it, so.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. And the reason I call, so I've burnt through a lot of inventory here recently. Just listed and sold like 11 homes in the last 35 days, and they're just it's like hotcakes. You know, it's hard to keep anything on the market. What are you asking for your house right now?
Bro, I'm asking $575.
$575. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think it's worth right now?
It's probably worth, you know, that's probably upper level. It has an acre of property with it. So when I had market analysis done on it, before we added, it had just a half an acre. It was like 480 or something, 490.
Uh-huh.
And so with the additional half acre, you know, I'm thinking it's worth, you know, between $550 and $575.
Okay.
So.
And last time I talked to you, you said you'd done some painting and stuff like that to it. Put the gray paint on the walls and that type of thing.
Yeah, we painted it. I was going to put carpet in it, but, you know, I'd probably do a carpet allowance or, you know, just something like that.
Yeah, totally. Okay, cool. And so when I spoke to you last time, you hadn't had a comparative market analysis done on it yet. I actually did that for your property already. Of course, it's been a little while since I did that, so I'd probably want to redo it. But I mean, are you open to looking at that process if we can, you know, net you what you need to?
Everything that's like what's listed on the county, it's like it has a lot more square footage than it shows. Like the basement was finished, you know, and I think it only shows like 3166.
Right.
But it actually has about 700 more square feet than that.
Okay.
So there is that, you know, and the additional property and stuff like that.
See, and those are valuable points that I could identify if we listed the property, and then, you know, as long as we're able to put in your pocket the amount that you need. I know when we talked about it, you know, it's kind of a touchy situation with the divorce and everything like that. But you know, if we could net that cash for you, put in your pocket the amount of money you're trying to get out of it, obviously you'd be open to at least exploring that, right?
Yeah, as long as we can get what I need out of it.
Okay, cool. And I just worked with a couple, same, you know where Vineyard is?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So this couple, they had their property listed with the same service, and they had it up there for 3 months, and they had their home priced at $300,000. Now they're obviously a smaller ball game, but the same principle applies. They had their property listed at $300,000. Their neighbor, who had the exact same floor plan across the street, was listed at $319,000, and neither of them were selling. And I came in with my marketing and our team, the way we market and showcase homes, we put it on the market for $330,000 and sold theirs in less than a week to an out-of-state, a California buyer. And so that's why I always say, let's see what we can do and see what we can net you, because the way we market properties, it's hard to keep them on the market. So,
Right.
Okay, cool. Well, what works best for you, afternoons or evenings?
Definitely evenings, but.
Okay. Well, let's do this. What does your tomorrow evening look like? You available like around 7?
No, I think I'm where I've been getting quite a bit of interest. I think I'm gonna hold off for a little bit, before. I'm not saying that I won't do something. I've gotten enough interest on it.
Yeah, and what I would be, if I came out there, all I would do is look at the possibility of us working together. And worst case scenario, if we decide that, hey, this doesn't make sense, or you can sell it on your own, which obviously is the best case scenario, then fine, no big deal. At the same time, you'll at least have some good information for yourself to help you understand kind of where your values are at comparatively to the market. Because our company sells 1 out of every 3 homes in the marketplace. Mm-hmm. And so we own 1/3 of the entire Wasatch Front marketplace. And so we have a good.
Well, give me till next week. That's things I'm fairly slammed this week, but.
Okay, cool.
Maybe we can set something up. Maybe you can call me like next Monday or something. We can work something out.
Well, you know what? Actually, I'm actually meeting a client right by you, actually on the Lehigh side, at 5 o'clock on next Thursday. Could I pop in after that, like around 7? This upcoming Thursday, like the 30th?
Probably not this week.
Okay, so next week is better.
Next week, but.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's shoot for Monday next week, and then I'll call you. I'll call you before then. Between now and then, I'll do a new comp on your home, and come up with a strong value on it, and then hopefully we can link up on Monday. Does that work?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
That's good.
Let's do that, and then I'll see you Monday. And then, is there anything you've been curious about? Because I know you've had it on kind of for sale for a long time. Is there anything you've been kind of questioning or curious about in the marketplace that?
No, not really. No.
Okay.
Maybe an analysis on a 1-acre lot in Highland, because we're selling that lot right next to ours.
Okay. Is that a vacant lot?
Yeah.
Okay, so your value on a vacant lot, is it improved at all as far as?
Yeah, it has all. We brought in all the water and sewer and everything. So.
Okay.
Bit build on.
So you're looking at, on that, you're about $200,000 per half acre. So you're looking at about $400,000, and then depending on how the layout is, you could get as much as $500,000 on that parcel.
Okay.
Just generally. So obviously I'd have to look at it, make sure the topography is good and that the layout is good, to build on, and make sure we don't have to drag any additional utilities. You said everything's stubbed, ready to rock.
Yep.
Oh, see, you may actually be able to get a little bit more than that then. So you could potentially do more like $550,000 if everything is stubbed and ready to build on.
Yeah, everything's ready to go. So it's a prime lot in my opinion, because you're not going to have any neighbors, and there's additional option to buy property adjacent to it.
Well, maybe we can work out a package deal on it, because the two realms that I'm very well versed in are land and home sales. I don't do anything else.
Okay.
So I specialize just in lot and land sales, and then home sales.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, if you want to plan on meeting Monday, then
okay.
Kind of go from there.
We'll shoot for Monday at 7 p.m. And then this is my cell number, so call me if you have any questions between now and then. And then between now and then, I'll look at your house value, and I'll also pull up your lot information and all the value on that one.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, cool. I look forward to meeting with you.
Okay, you too. Thanks.
All right, see you Monday. Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
All right. So even though he was like blowing me off, like, okay, no, not right now, I could tell I was still going to get the appointment. And the reason I knew I was going to get the appointment was because he wasn't pissed off, right? He wasn't frustrated. And that's critical to identify right when you start talking to somebody. I always tell people, look, if you don't set the appointment, it's your own fault. It's your fault if you don't set the appointment. It's not theirs. They weren't being a jerk to you. They weren't cussing you out because of them. They were cussing you out and being a jerk to you because of you, because of the way you approached them, because of the tones you used with them. If you use a crappy tone, a crappy script, a crappy dialogue with people, guess how they're going to respond to you? Crappy. So keep in mind when you're talking to people on the phone, you can tell I can tell within the first 5 to 7 seconds if I'm going to get the appointment or not. Literally, right up front, unless they're already listed with another agent. If they're not listed, if they're listed with another agent, you can't do anything about it, right? But this guy's not listed with another agent. He's not even listed. He's got a marketing service just doing marketing for him on the side, and they're just all it is classified ads. And so in our marketplace, you got to have the MLS, you got to have the international marketing, you got to be able to touch international buyers, and that's why I got the appointment. So hope that was helpful.